Gotta get out to Cary Mazda of Florence with one of the best selections you'll find. Just take I-75 to exit 181 in Florence. Or online at CaryMazda.com. Call Johnson Heating and Cooling to learn more about the new line of Tempstars high-efficiency furnaces. They're 98% efficient and backed by Tempstars no-hassle guarantee. Call Johnson Heating and Cooling at 859-472-6051. Tempstar.
Nathan Backrack talks about Simply Money Advisors.
Your personalized financial plan is the foundation of everything we do at Simply Money Advisors. It helps provide the actionable money steps you need to take so you can live the life you want today and retire well tomorrow. Contact us. We'll create one just for you.
Simply Money Advisors, your trusted financial planning partner, helping to protect your money and make it grow.
Join the thousands of families who have put their trust in the Simply Money Advisors team.
Contact us at simplymoneyadvisors.com. This report is brought to you by Gold Star Chili.
Coney's in three ways, two of Cincinnati's tastiest traditions. At Gold Star, you can choose 3 cheese Coney's in a drink or a 3-way in a drink for just $5.99. It's a delicious decision whichever way you go. They're the Queen City Classics, now at Gold Star. Chili differently.
The latest forecast from the News Radio 700 WLW Weather Center.
A slight chance of some rain and snow showers today with a high near 40. A chance of flurries tonight, a low dropping to 28. Right now it is 38 degrees. Our next update at 8 o'clock with Brian Combs. I'm Allison Wyant, News Radio 700 WLW.
Oh, they're talking about snow.
24 hours a day. News Radio 700 WLW.
Maybe that's why they're saying that.
Alrighty, 7:37.
Frogs are delayed. I don't know.
The fun side of health news. What do we have?
Just try to get on.
We live in a world that we've been trying to make, safer and safer for people over time. And I've joked in the past when it comes to kids, just put them in a double wrap and stand them in a corner and they'll be fine.
You're going to pull over, you're supposed to get off the road.
But at the other end of the life cycle, how about airbags for the elderly so you don't break your hip when you fall? It's a company in France that's come up with a technology that's now taking shape in the U.S. It's tested by a group of seniors who say they're happy to be part of the solution. Now, we have one guy, 75 years old. He's a dance professor. Realizes the risks that come with dancing. He said, falling could really change your life. Well, she's one of a dozen residents in the retirement community, hoping to soften the blow. Part of a pilot study to work to design, develop, and perfect technology to prevent hip fractures during falls. It's all contained in a belt. It's an airbag for your hips. I don't know how it knows you're on the way down, but it says the bags deploy so fast they come out and surround your hip, not just on the side, but around your body. It's called Active Protection. It is a wearable smart belt, similar to one featured at the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas this month. It deploys airbags when a fall is detected. I just don't know how it detects it. She said it's something that can't be foreseen, so why not work
You
to
don't know
prevent
a lot
it?
of things, Mike McConnell, you fucking
He's also
retarded
participating in
idiot.
studies that the extra protection brings peace of mind. It says, if you lose mobility, and you do, you lose dignity, you lose a lot. So it's a Pennsylvania-based company. We started working on this 3 years ago. There's some kinks still to be worked out. The wearable airbag is a life-saving step for preventing injuries that could be life-changing. So again, I don't know how the belt knows you're on the way down, but apparently it inflates very quickly. And maybe you bounce. I don't know. It's on the way. It's not quite a bubble wrap, but it's on the way. 7:39 is our time. Ahead traffic and weather and all that, but first, Bloomberg numbers, big day yesterday, and things are shaping up for a positive day today on Wall Street. Details in 1 minute.
Bitter cold, snow, and ice. Some people like this weather, which makes them legally stupid. And while the rest of us may not like it, we have to deal with it. That's why you need to listen for the latest forecast. Every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons on News Radio 700 WLW. Brought to you by
Kerry Chevrolet. Attention Tri-State, Kerry Chevrolet wants you to celebrate the new year in a new Chevrolet, and they have the deals to prove it. Just announced GM supplier pricing on all new 17 and 18 Silverados, and on top of that, huge rebates and bonus cash. Back at 11, receive up to 15 grand off MSRP on a new Chevrolet. Kerry Chevrolet wants to be your go-to dealer for truck sales, so don't miss out. Get to Kerry Chevrolet, where you can save up to 15 grand off a new Chevrolet, or 0% for 72 months on select models. Take I-471 South Alexandria online at kerrychevrolet.com.
Dealer for details, 0% 1389 per 1,000 miles, during 131.18. The investment news you can proudly love. This is the Bloomberg Market Minute on News Radio 700 WLW.
This is a Bloomberg Market Minute. J.P. Morgan Chase says it will invest $20 million in its employees over 5 years, opening up 400 new Chase branches, hiring 4,000 U.S. workers, and boosting loans to customers seeking affordable home lending and small business growth. Shares of Netflix are higher in pre-market trading after the company added 24 million customers last year, bringing its global total to almost 118 million. For last year's final quarter, Netflix crushed estimates. It's also entered the exalted club of companies valued at more than $100 billion. Others in that arena include Goldman Sachs. Stock futures right now are nearly mixed. S&P futures are down a point. Dow futures are up 43. NYMEX crude is up 0.4% at $63.82 a barrel. Just getting a flurry of earnings this morning. Procter & Gamble and Travelers Insurance beat estimates when it comes to earnings per share. Verizon missed. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
7:41 is done. Starter up.
Yes, sir.
The story here, Chuck, the guy busted for DUI.
Oh, no.
He ran into the sign at the police station entrance.
Ouch.
That's what he hit. I mean, they were gonna, they did that, then got buried in the snowbank and were digging themselves out. A cop showed up for work. That's pretty busted.
Yeah. That's probably the wrong place to do that.
Yeah. It says the driver admitted to using marijuana, taking Xanax, and drinking alcohol, but refused all field sobriety tests.
The Holy Trinity of trouble.
Yeah. Why bother? Really into all that.
Yeah.
Because, well, see the picture here, the sign is gone. The police department entrance sign is what they took out in a big way. All right, what is traffic doing around here?
There's a lot of slow traffic here this morning. From the UC Health Traffic Center to UC Health, our new Proton Therapy Center, and Conquer Cancer at 2/3 the speed of light. Northbound 75, fancy to right about until you get to Burlington Pike. Then things really start to slow down. Up and on into downtown. Northbound 471 heavy from 275. Inbound 74 now backing up towards North Bend. Southbound 75 continues heavy from Titlesville through the Lockland Split. Southbound 71 from above Fields Erble down to Red Bank, and northbound 71 off and on slow from the lateral into Blue Ash. Westbound 275, that's heavier out of Milford towards 71, where there's an accident on the right-hand side. Foodno at Daytona, and on bypass 4129, a couple more. The next traffic update in 10 minutes. Chuck Ingram, News Radio 700 WLW.
This report is brought to you by Kroger.
Now through January 23rd at Kroger, you can earn 3 times the fuel points on hundreds of your favorite items.
Where you at,
Just grab
Wipers?
your Plus card and look for the special tags throughout the store.
there you are.
Restrictions apply. See Kroger.com for details. Earn your points today with 3 times the fuel points at Kroger. Looking for a slight chance of rain today. We'll have around 42 overnight.
A slight chance of
Cloudy
rain.
28. Then we got sunshine, sunshine, and sunshine for 3 days. At least as of now. Wednesday, sunny at 36. Thursday, sunny 44. Friday, sunny and 54. And it's 38 right now. 700 WLW.
News Radio 700 WLW. Sports.
In soccer news, there's some new information that might shed some light on where FC Cincinnati might be building a new stadium. Team president Jeff Berry has sent off a letter to the Cincinnati School Board about the team and its prospects in the West End. Plans to build a stadium in Oakley are still in play, but the team wants to talk more about the West End. The MLS says it prefers to play in an urban setting. Taft High School Stadium sits on some prime land that could be utilized for a soccer stadium. College basketball last night. Number 13 Ohio State rolls to 9-0 in the Big Ten.
Taft High School.
Nebraska
That's in the middle of
64-59.
fucking
Indiana
ghetto.
holds off Maryland 71-68. TCU upsets number 7 West Virginia 82-73. Tonight, the Miami Redhawks are on the road up against Central Michigan.
You're gonna hit the big bump because there's a fucking retard next to me.
They had a great non-conference record, but they won a lot of games and they're playing with confidence. They had a big one against Bowling Green, but they're going to space you out, want to shoot threes, want to disrupt you offensively, keep you out of rhythm with their press and their zones and things like that. You just got to be able to execute and take what the defense gives us and play with poise.
Kentucky goes up against Mississippi State in SEC action tonight. Long-play coverage starts at 7:30 on ESPN 1530.
Slow
Two straight
down
losses in the
for
conference.
the
Coach
big
Cal,
bump.
your team's going through growing pains.
We got to make
Big bump is fucked
threes
up.
a game. That means between 15 and 18 threes, and you got to make 6 or 7 threes. Who do the guys make? We make those, we're the one. If you defend and do the stuff we did, guys try to keep playing a little faster. Playing more people should help that, but it's all official.
Also tonight is Davidson up against the Dayton Flyers and Ohio U beats Akron. Bill Dennison, News Radio 700, WLW Sports.
Hi, this is Jim Scott. And now you can team up with Kroger at the Cincinnati Zoo and help Fiona the hippo celebrate a happy first birthday. For a limited time at Kroger, you can take home a Fiona bouquet, Grader's Chunky Hippo ice cream, or a busted Fiona cookie. And Kroger will donate a portion of the proceeds to the Cincinnati Zoo care team. It's a delicious way to wish Fiona a happy first birthday. So stop by Kroger today. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
When you hear the word cancer, everything stops. But OHC is here to help you move forward, surrounding you with the region's top doctors, clinical trials, and innovative cancer treatments, supporting you with financial counseling and understanding, and emotional courage, strengthening you with everything you need to focus on what matters most, beating cancer. OHC, when you hear the word cancer, start here. For more information, go to ohcare.com or call 513-751-CARE.
All right, let's talk FC Cincinnati and West End sites. And we're talking about this. It seems to me on there that there are open tracts of land aside from Taft High School, which is what they're looking at right now.
Right, I guess the problem is it's owned by so many different people. To get enough land that they would need would be very much of a headache to try and go down there and work out, 8, 10 deals instead of maybe just one, as would be the case with the Cincinnati Public Schools. The one side in the West End that seems to work for Major League Soccer would be where Starkville Stadium is located right now. And that is Taft's home. So there would have to be some kind of deal between FC Cincinnati and the school board, either to acquire the property or to work together to redevelop it and maybe make it a dual use, not just for Major League Soccer, but could be used by some of the Cincinnati public schools. Play football, soccer there. They have said all along that they want this stadium, wherever it's built, to be used many more times a year for other events like high school sporting events. So it seems like there could be a partnership worked out. The Cincinnati schools are certainly interested. It caught some people by surprise because apparently the letter from Jeff Birding went out on Monday of this week.
Right.
They've already got options to buy the property in Oakley. Seems like that was the stadium site that they preferred. But perhaps it's Major League Soccer who has told them to pivot. We know all along that MLS has said that they prefer sites that are in the urban core. And I guess it could be argued that Oakley is not.
It just seems that soccer stadium would call for a bigger footprint than a high school football stadium.
Well, it would. I mean, they'd have to, build around it. They would pretty much take, I guess, out the stadium and start over. Or at least, build, you see their designs and the bubble that they want to build. They definitely need more room than just what Starkville Stadium's located on now. But I guess that would be a good start for this project. And like I said, instead of trying to deal with 25 different owners of property in the West End, they'd have to deal with 1 or 2.
Okay.
Coming up, our news at the top of the hour. It looks like the county's ready to move ahead with a concert venue at the Banks. Big meeting planned today to go over what would be required for that project that could break ground before the end of the year. More than 15 minutes, News Radio 7 WLW.
All right, let's do the Medical Minute, brought to you by Mercy Health, where Dr. Suzanne Lexon is Mercy Health physician at West Internal Medicine and Pediatrics. And talking about the common cold this week, we've been told that we get a cold from touching surfaces where the cold virus would be, and then not washing our hands. And when I do that, I just pass it on to myself, I would guess, correct?
Absolutely, you bring up a good point. In terms of prevention, unfortunately, the only thing is good hand hygiene. If you're unfortunate enough to be sneezed or coughed on by an infected person, there may not be a lot you can do to avoid catching that cold.
That was my next question, because we don't even know, really. Nobody studied this. Are you more likely to get it through touching something or through airborne from somebody else who sneezed?
Well, hopefully most people know to cover their cough and sneeze and wash their hands.
Does that really do the job, though, do you think?
It definitely reduces from several millions of infectious particles to hopefully
If I'm coming up here with somebody on the elevator and they let out a huge sneeze, whether they cover their mouth or not, and you're in an enclosed area like that, I'm allowing for the fact that I might get a cold.
If they're covering it, then you hopefully will avoid that. But when you live with a person who's infected, it can be very difficult to avoid catching it from them.
No doubt about it. So, it's all about the common cold, and it's all right there on the help page at 700WLW.com. You can check it out for yourself. It is 7:50 in the morning.
Let me surprise you with an interesting fact. You ready? Of all the media options today, AM/FM radio reaches the most people each week. Yeah, you heard me right. Radio is the leader, AM/FM. 93% of Americans listen to AM/FM radio every week. That's bigger than TV, newspapers, even Google and Facebook. If you're a marketer and you need to improve your plans, remember, radio.
Holy shit. Fucking
Moving
traffic.
your business IT environment to the cloud, but you don't know where to start? CBTS
Oh, it's
makes sense
okay.
of your company's journey
Go
to
ahead
the
and
cloud.
squirt over
What
here
should you
where I
move
need
the
to
cloud,
be,
and what should
and
stay
just
on-site? Is the cloud secure?
Make a
CBTS
good
can
time.
answer these questions and more. CBTS has the trusted expertise to organize your IT roadmap and simplify your company's journey to the cloud. Visit cbts.net for more
fuck,
information.
come on, guys.
CBTS, consult, build, transform, support.
What the fuck?
Yes, sir. 7:51, go, Chucky.
From the UC Health Traffic Center, UC Health, our new proton therapy center.
I was
can
making
conquer
good time.
Cancer at 2/3 the speed of light. Westbound 275 brake lights out of Milford.
Oh,
71,
Jesus, you're
with
gonna
an
let 'em
accident
fucking
there
over
on
it.
the right-hand side. Southbound 75, you're off and on the brakes from Tylersville to 275,
Great.
then heavy through Lockland. Northbound 75, the brake lights continue from Donaldson into downtown, and northbound 471, that slows out of Southgate. Inbound
I wanna
74, you're
fucking
going to
shoot 'em.
start to hit the brakes before you get to Montana. Southbound 71, you better add an extra 7 to 10 minutes. Traffic slows from above Fields Erdel to your past Red Bank Road. There's a wreck on Bootno at Daytona and bypass 4 at 129. Your next traffic update is in 10 minutes. Chuck Ingram, News Radio 700 WLW.
This report is brought to you by Belterra Park. Belterra Park Gaming is Cincinnati's place to play. Exciting games, amazing restaurants, and non-stop entertainment await, and it's all so close. BelterraPark.com on Kellogg Avenue off I-275 in Cincinnati. Tonight forecast, got a slight chance of rain today. Looking for a high 42. Tonight clouds and 28, and then sunny, and sunny right on through Friday. The rest of the week, it's warming up too. Sunny and 36 tomorrow, 44 Thursday, 54 Friday, and it stays pretty nice. I mean, all through next week. I mean, much more, maybe above average after, 2 weeks of mostly below average temps. Right now, sitting at 37 at 700 WLW. We have an astronaut bumped from a flight, which gets more attention than it deserves because it's an African-American woman who's been bumped from the flight. Jeanette Epps says wants to make history when she set foot on the International Space Station in June. The first African-American astronaut to do so, which I think is not true. I think she's the first to do so as a crew member as opposed to, say, a visiting scientist. I believe there have been a couple others. So they say the emphasis is on was because NASA announced a shakeup to its crew assignments, stating that a Serena Chancellor will be bumped from her scheduled expedition.
God.
She's moving up one and would take Epps' place. Instead of Epps flipping to the later mission, she'll return to Johnson Space Center in Houston to assume duties in the astronaut office to be considered for a future mission, says an Ann McLean. Let's see, Newsweek reports that NASA doesn't elaborate on personnel matters, but notes someone is floating a theory. And of course, we have the usual allegations. Dr. Epps' brother steps in and says, "My sister, Dr. Jeanette Epps, has been fighting against oppressive racism and misogynist in NASA, and now they're holding her back, allowing a Caucasian astronaut to take her place." All right. They say it's hardly unprecedented for an astronaut to be pulled from a mission. It happens all the time. And they outline the reasons why that tends to happen in past instances. In some cases, it's medical issues. They said a former NASA administrator says the likelihood is that Epps is going to make it into space later. He said when crew changes do happen, the reassigned astronauts almost always fly on a later mission. The exceptions are very few and far between. Sean O'Keefe further speculates that the doctor who's now going to fly the mission has a medical background better suited to this mission's human research experiments than Epps, who was an engineer. So Epps is the one who was bounced because it makes more sense to have a medical doctor than an engineer on board. And like they said, it happens all the time. I don't know how often it happens because astronaut changes rarely make the news, except in situations like this. Because things like this always manage to make the news. All right, we're coming up on 8 o'clock at 700 WLW. Checking to see if we know what Stoney has coming up. Not as of yet. But it's going to be a show. There's no doubt about that. We have the wires who keep checking in on Karen Travers. It's like every day. As she could say, the sun rises in the east. Let's see. Claiming the 87% figure she cited, the number of Americans, you know, on the DACA thing. I've heard people who want to ship these kids out of the country. But that's fine if you don't like the idea of winning elections. If that really bothers you to win elections, do things like that. And you'll lose all the elections you want to lose. At some point, you have to realize you don't get your way 100% of the time because you have bigger fish to fry. From where I sit, shipping these DACA kids out of the country is like throwing a kid in jail because he was in the back seat when his dad went in and knocked off a liquor store. The kid in the back seat didn't have anything to do with it. And you come off to the general public as somebody who wants that kid sent to juvie because his dad knocked off a liquor store.
Look,
the
motherfucker, that ain't the point. The point is they're illegal fucking immigrants. They're here illegally.
Allowing DACA kids to have a path to citizenship.
It's not fucking personal. It's the goddamn law.
In 12 or 15
And look,
years.
here's the point.
But to say you want all
I'm
these
waiting on
kids
my
shipped out of
foreign
the
wife to
country,
be approved to be fucking sent here. While these motherfuckers who just happen to be here by chance think they should be able to stay here because they've been here. Well, don't fucking work that way, motherfucker. Put the work in, pay your dues, and then we'll talk. But until then, they're illegal fucking immigrants.
At 8 o'clock, 700 WLW.
Said it. Fucking Mike McConnell and his fucking diarrhea mouth.
This morning at 9 on News Radio 700 WLW.
Clover Nook Healthcare Pavilion is a leader in physical rehabilitation, complex wound care, and long-term nursing. They're known for a nurturing and supportive environment. Contact Clover Nook so that they can help you start planning. 513-605-4005 or hcmg.com.
When disaster strikes, that is the sound you want to hear. The sound that brings peace of mind when you're with the Roar Agency. The peace of mind to know you can call Alvin Roar Direct. The Roar Agency is your local home for insurance in the tri-state. Licensed in 42 states. We can handle your local, national, and international risks. Call the Roar Agency at 513-985-4200. Also check out the website at roarins.com. Learn more about us. Always remember, put the roar back in your insurance. Call Alvin today.
Live from the 700 WLW studios. Driven by Mike Astrucci Ford in Milford.
Look at this asshole run the fucking light.
Volume 4 dealer in the tri-state. And let them save you time and money. We're number one for a reason. That's Mike Astrucci Ford.
We have those issues in life that didn't used to make the news. You didn't just get arrested for it necessarily either, but you do today. Florida man, age 23, arrested for fried chicken attack on his girlfriend. He threw a piece of fried chicken at her and hit her in the side of the face. Juwan Brown, age 23, was busted.
You run a goddamn red light,
last Wednesday,
and then you want to go fucking 2 miles an hour.
turned violent.
I'm gonna kick the shit out of this
6'2",
motherfucker,
220
man.
pounds, which doesn't make a big difference when you're throwing a piece of chicken. But he also stepped on her foot.
Oh my God, you fucking mouth breather, man.
Right by her glasses. He was subsequently arrested by the sheriff's deputy and booked into the county jail, free on a $5,000 bond, ordered by a judge to have no contact with the victim whatsoever. So we'll see where it goes from here. But because we now have the web, you know, this issue that took place somewhere in Florida in a town I don't think is even named in the story becomes a news story here.
All right,
and anywhere
I'm
else
at
in America
Walmart
or
for
around
light for the
world.
frog.